up to new parameters in your life, opening up to new aspects of your life, moving into the most aspects and the most deepest aspects of your heart space where that is concerned, as you are now moving through a time, dear ones, where many are moving through a shadow period or a tribulation period where that is concerned, as their wounding is being upset where that is concerned. Their wounding is coming to the surface where there's coming, the core aspect of their wound is coming to the surface where that is concerned. And as we said to you, we came to you the last time, dear ones, in your month of August, where that is concerned, we mentioned to you that for many the mask is cracking, the defenses are cracking where that is concerned. You're finding the defenses and the mask no longer useful in your life to portray a self beyond the self where that is concerned. What we mean by that is the self that you portray to others to be loved, to be kind, to be caring, and open where that is concerned, to say this is who I am through my defenses and through my mask. The self beyond the self. What now is happening, dear ones, is that mask is cracking. And the mask that holds the defenses in place, and the defenses are rendering no longer useful where that is concerned. And that is transpiring for many, where what is transpiring in that process as you move into your month of September is many are, in many ways, are losing aspects of their identity, asking, who am I? Who am I without my mask? Who am I without my defenses where that is concerned? So what is transpiring for many is the mask is cracking, revealing the depth and breadth of who you are, what we have been speaking to you about for many, many, many lifetimes now. Moving to the depth and breadth of who you are being. And in congruence with that, the defenses that you hold in place, that hold that self beyond the self in place, the defenses are being rendered useless as the mask cracks around. So, as you perpetrate old habits, patterns, rituals, and behaviors that are rendered in the defense where that is concerned, that are rooted in the defense where that is concerned, those old habits, patterns, rituals, and behaviors are no longer working where that is concerned. Your defenses are crumbling by the wayside where that is concerned, thus revealing the depth and breadth of who you truly are where that is concerned. And this is disconcerting for many where that is concerned, as many are moving through the shadow self where that is concerned, or a deep, dark aspect of the self where that is concerned, because in many ways, dear ones, it is the mask and those defenses that is the identity that you were portraying to the world outside of yourself to be loved, to be safe. The defense was created by you to keep you safe in relationship to the trauma that was inflicted upon you in many cases past lives, and in many cases in this lifetime where that trauma was inflicted upon you by mom and dad where that is concerned. So many are now moving into the depth of the trauma within themselves. So this is what many will be experiencing and have been experiencing, but many will be experiencing as you move through your month of September where that is concerned. The defenses falling off, the defenses being rendered useless where that is concerned, and the mask cracking. We alluded to this when we came to you in your month of August, dear ones. And now we are emphasizing it, because it is most important, dear ones, as we have spoken to you about moving into the full being of who you are. As you move into the full being of who you are, your defenses will be rendered useless. You will no longer be able to defend the wound, defend the trauma. Therefore, your mask is cracking. So if in fact you are moving through this personal process, a process that we and many have led you through, and are moving through this process, committed to the process of moving into the full beingness of you, who you are, the authenticity of who you are, where that is concerned. In this process now, what you are being led to is where the mask is cracking and the defenses are falling away. Your old habits, patterns, rituals, and behaviors are being rendered useless. And many are wondering, who am I? If I am not portraying this to the world in order to be loved and safe, who am I? Am I safe? So many are moving through a period of feeling great anxiety within themselves, great fear within themselves, that they are not safe in the world outside of themselves because of the defenses being rendered useless and the mask cracking around them. So many are moving through this process right now, and then with that, it is dredging up the trauma and the wounding that now needs to be released where that is concerned. And this is in many ways a challenging and arduous process for many, which is why we have always suggested to each and every one of you to move out of your isolation and separation and connect with those wonderful and most glorious souls in this present lifetime who honor, value, and love you. Also, one of the reasons why we had asked you in your months of April, May, and June to look at your relationships outside of yourself and see the relationships that honor, value, and love you. The relationships that raise your resonance and vibration. The relationships that support you. Because now as you move through your month of September, you may in fact look to be calling on these wonderful and most glorious souls for the support in your soul community or soul family. As you move through this very challenging process for many. You see, dear ones, the identity that you have created outside of yourself through your defenses and through your mask is being rendered useless. So in many ways, that is the identity that you have portrayed to the world. This is who I think I am. This is my mask. These are my defenses. These are my habits, patterns, rituals, and behaviors. This is the self beyond the self, beyond this true self, beyond the authentic self. The authentic self is you, dear ones. You being who you are. So the question we have for each and every one of you as you move through your month of September, ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Am I the self that I have portrayed to the world? The old habits, patterns, rituals, and behaviors, possibly giving yourself away to others, taking care of others' needs first, in order to be loved and feel safe. If I am in control, if I am perfect, if I look perfect, will I be loved and will I be safe in the world outside of yourself? What is transpiring now, dear ones, as these old habits, patterns, rituals, and behaviors are breaking down. Your defenses are breaking down. Your mask is breaking down and cracking. And it is now, dear ones, as you have moved through the period of April, May, and June and looked at your relationships, looked at what no longer serves you, who no longer serves you, and now formulating in many ways a core soul family who support, honor, and value and love you as you are. As you move through this period of time in your personal process, it is important, we suggest, that you ask for assistance as you move through this process with those who honor, value, and love you. Those who can support you so you can remember who you truly are as they know who you truly are. So as you move through your month of September, many will be facing many of these challenges moving forward. Because what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm outside of you is the same thing. The mask is cracking. The defenses are being waylaid. They are being rendered useless. It is about moving, dear ones, from a state of low vibrational dense energy to a state of high vibrational dense energy that in many ways you call joy. It is about now moving into a place of taking full responsibility and releasing blaming and shaming mom and dad, blaming and shaming those outside of yourself for your plight in the world, for where you are in the world. So what is transpiring in your third dimensional realm that is mirroring back to you quite possibly is taking full responsibility for who you are and what has transpired in your life. But also knowing that if in fact you have subscribed to a personal process, something that we have asked each and every one of you to do over the many, many millenniums we have come to you, if in fact you are committed to that personal process, you are now moving into the place of the true you, the authentic you. The authentic you, dear ones, of who you truly are. It is why you have undertaken a personal process to get to this point. And those who have been committed to that personal process are now at this gateway in time. It is a gateway in time where you in many ways are being reborn into the authentic self of who you are. Being reborn into the authentic self of who you are without your mask and without the defenses. So we ask you, dear ones, where might you still be defending yourself? Where might you be portraying the mask out to the world in order to give them what they want or who you should be in order to be loved? If you're moving into the depth and breadth of your heart space at this moment in time, it is time now to in many ways heed these words. It is a crucial time now in the evolutionary process of the soul self and the evolutionary process of the third dimensional realm outside of yourself. You are entering, dear ones, into a crucial time in the next 3 months of your worldly endeavors. It is a crucial time, dear ones, to move into the authentic self. It is a more aspects of the depth and breadth of you, moving more into the deeper aspects of the depth and breadth of you, the truth of who you truly are. And the only way this can transpire for many is if they have moved through this personal process and come to this gateway as you move into your month of September. Your month of September is a gateway for those who choose to release the mask, those who choose to drop their defenses, those who choose love of self. Many are beginning to learn the depth of love of self. So if you look out in your third dimensional realm and see where that is transpiring, where that message is being given, that is about raising the resonance and vibration of yourself, thus raising the resonance and vibration of those around you. But the only way in which you can begin to do that is to move through this gateway and allowing the mask to crack, the defenses to fall, and for you to fully open your heart space in the place that you are right now. Many are feeling deeply vulnerable right now, deeply exposed right now. Many are wondering, who am I if I am not using my defenses? Who am I if I have no mask around me? We alluded to this to you in your month of August. We are now, as you move into your month of December, emphasizing it. It is a crucial part of your evolutionary process in this human form. It's an important part of your evolutionary process in the human form. It is up to you to choose if you would like to move through it or avoid your feelings. It is bringing up great feelings immense feelings. And the energetic charge of those feelings at times could bring you to a place of feeling overwhelmed and not sure what to do. This, dear ones, is when you can reach out to those loving souls in your soul family to help assist you and move you through this period of time. Many are perpetrating old habits, patterns, rituals, behaviors that they know no longer work, and at times may feel irrational. And they know in their mental body that they are perpetrating these old habits, patterns, and rituals and behaviors, and they know it is not serving their highest good, yet they are perpetrating them anyway. Many are feeling embarrassed and shamed based upon that. And if you are, dear ones, know that you are right where you need to be, because you are realizing in your mental body that this no longer serves you. As you are at this gateway in time, you can now move through your month of September into the depth and breadth of your heart space in many ways to reborn into the new, authentic you that in many ways is the old you, but you are now remembering who you truly are. So in fact, dear ones, you have looked at your relationships and released those relationships that no longer serve your highest good or raise your resonance and vibration, and now cultivating new relationships with those around you and creating this soul family. It is time, dear ones, to realize that it is no longer prudent for you to do it alone. In fact, dear ones, if it is community, harmony, and equality you seek, it is now time to open your heart space during these challenging times of moving through the shadow, of releasing the mask and dropping the defenses, where you might feel vulnerable and raw, but open. Be with your feelings, dear ones. As you move through September, dear ones, this is what may be transpiring for many and will be transpiring for many on your movement towards your month of October and the crucial aspects of the next 3 months of your year of 2024.